What's going on, everybody? This is A Talking Disaster, and I am John O'Brien, your host, your creator, the producer of this whole thing. And this is episode 2 of season 1. Let's get right into it. Not a lot of stuff happened. I still haven't seen Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Probably the only movie worth talking about right now. And in sports, we're just kind of waiting for the NFL to start with this podcast. I do follow college football, but I did not follow it that closely this weekend. I was going to put money on not Penn State, Wisconsin, and I was going to put money on Clemson. I am so glad I didn't because neither of those would have went very well. I was like, oh, Clemson minus 2.5. That is such a lock. No way. They barely scored 2.5 points. So I'm glad I didn't do that. And Penn State just shut the door on Wisconsin, just held them to nothing. Basically, 10 points? And I just got done watching Notre Dame and Florida State. It was a pretty good game. That was the game I watched the most of. And Brian Kelly said he was going to execute the whole team afterwards? Is that what really happened? I don't know, man. I've never really liked Brian Kelly. I never really made sense to me, to be completely honest with you. But the main plot of this episode is Certified Lover Boy, the review of Drake's new album, Certified Lover Boy. It's out. They kept the cover art, and the track list is long. It is long. 21 songs, hour and a half, and it's long, man. It drags. First thoughts, it drags. Man, does it drag. But there are some great songs in there, and I'm going to talk about them. And I'll talk about the worst ones too, because some of them are so laughably boring. And there's some cringe. There's a lot of Drake cringe in this album here. So let's get to the best tracks. Let's be positive first. Champagne Poetry, Love All, Way Too Sexy, TSU, In Too Deep, Pipe Down, Yeba's Heartbreak, 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, Race My Mind, You Only Live Twice, and The Remorse. Those are the best tracks. That's a lot of tracks, you'd say. I was like, oh, those are a lot of good tracks. How could it be so boring? Yeah, that's barely half of the album. That's a little over half of the album. Yeah, there's 21 songs. I liked 11 of them. That means your album's not very good. There's no point of having the other songs there's no point. It's all filler. And I like Champagne Poetry, intro track. I like it. I do. But there's a track run after that. There's a 3-track run, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm going to take that back. Poppy's Home, Girls Want Girls, and In the Bible. I was laughing the entire time. I was like, this can't be right. So let's talk about the track after Champagne Poetry now. Poppy's Home. I'm like, oh, look at that. Charlie Wilson. This is awesome. And then the beat's nice. And I'm kind of liking it. And then Drake starts singing, Daddy's Home. I'm like, oh, okay. That's it. Skip to the next one. And then this next one, Girls Want Girls with Lil Baby. I don't even know what to say to this song. Girls Want Girls, you just got to listen to that song and tell me. I was laughing the entire time. Lil Baby makes no sense on the song. Lil Baby is a great feature artist. He doesn't fit on the song. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work at all. Lil Baby doesn't feel comfortable on that beat, I feel like. And to me personally, I would have just rather have him not on that song. Put him on a different song because that one was not it. And then In the Bible, so Girls Want Girls and In the Bible. It's got 3 feature artists that I've had that have songs with Drake that I love. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and Giveon. In the Bible doesn't work either. Neither Lil Durk and Giveon don't work on that song. It's not a good song. And I was really sad to see that because I was like, I was really disappointed with that. I left Fair Trade off of the worst tracks. It's just okay. It just sounds like a Travis Scott song. It doesn't really fit the album. There's a lot of songs in here that don't fit this album because you're trying to make this album. I can't take you seriously when I look at the cover art and it's just a bunch of emojis looking at me. I don't like it. I don't like when 21 Savage is talking about killing people and I see are these pregnant emojis looking at me. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. I don't like it. And I don't think this song fit the album whatsoever. It's a nice song. It's not bad. It's kind of a banger, but this song makes no sense on this album. It shouldn't be on there. It should just be released as a single or something because it makes no sense. I don't get it. Next one. This one was the most disappointing for me. I Miss You Too, featuring Kid Cudi. I didn't like it. I just thought it was boring. I was like, it was pretty boring. It's a pretty boring track. Not a lot of energy from either artist. Next song, Fountains. Not a fan. Not a fan. No Friends in the Industry. Obviously, a diss towards Kanye West. Couldn't have made it more obvious, Drake. It was so clearly a diss, and that's fine. That's fine. But I didn't like the song. The flow was weird. The mix was weird. I wasn't a fan of how the song played out. And then yeah, so those are my least favorite tracks. There's some other ones. One featuring Ty Dolla $ign. I was just like, yeah, it's okay. Not great. It's not bad. It's just okay. And I don't understand with these artists. You make an album with 21 songs. There can't be in any album. There can't just be a song that's okay. You can't know that a song is just going to be okay and put it on there. That's ridiculous to me. I don't like that. Not a fan. That's why I love albums that are short, like Daytona, Vince Staples, Yay, Kids See Ghosts, stuff like that. I'm a fan of those albums. No filler. Get right to the point. But that was the thing with Donda. Donda didn't have any filler except Tell the Vision. Donda didn't feel like anything was forced except Tell the Vision. There's a lot of forced songs on here. Best features, Future on Way Too Sexy. That song is awesome. That's my favorite song off the album, probably. It probably shouldn't be because it is a little ridiculous. It's very ridiculous, but Future kills it so well that I have to have it on here, and I love it. It's such a good song. Jay-Z on Love All. The man can't miss. He really can't. And then Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. Also, you put Lil Wayne and Rick Ross on a song together with Drake. The odds of missing are extremely low. You could say even 0%. And Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, man, still going this hard at this age, man. They're two of the greats. They will always be that way. Lil Wayne said there's some albums in the work. I'm happy because the run he's been on has been crazy. Same with Jay. Man, I hope we get something from Jay-Z too, because they are going crazy with these features. And I wonder what Jay-Z's thoughts are like on this whole Kanye Drake situation, because I'm sure he's not a fan, but he's on both albums. So he's not really picking sides either. Also, with the Kanye and Drake situation, Drake released a song on his radio station from Donda that was not released and was featuring Andre 3000. In Andre's verse, he's talking to Donda, trying to get her to talk to his mother who passed away. And it's a really good song, but then Kanye comes in and starts dissing Drake. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me mad hearing that, because this whole album, I mean, that's probably why he left it off, I would hope, because he kind of realized the last second. But you get a verse from Andre 3000 on your song, and he gives you that great of a verse, and then you do that, you're just dissing Drake. But it was a weird decision by Drake to release the song, because it'd probably be my favorite track off this album. I'm going to give Certified Lover Boy a 5 out of 10. Here's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Probably be a little over 5 if I'm doing the point stuff, 5 point something. I'm not going to do that. Half the album's good. Half of it's not. 5 out of 10. There's 20 songs. I like 10 of them. 5 out of 10. And the songs that I like aren't like blowing me away or anything. You know, Way Too Sexy is a fun song to listen to. The one with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross is a fun song to listen to. None of them are blowing away or going to stick with me for a very long time or anything like that. So it's 5 out of 10. There's a lot of filler. There's a lot of boring songs on here. And I'm glad I didn't listen to all of it when it released because I would have fallen asleep probably. Not trying to be mean, not trying to be harsh. I think this is definitely an upgrade over Dark Lane demo tapes. I think it's definitely an upgrade over Scorpion, because Scorpion is not a good album at all. So I kind of put a list together of there. I think there's a good album in here. I think there's a pretty decent album in here. So I kind of made my own track list of Certified Lover Boy. I feel like a teacher sharing screens. Yeah, so the people listening through whatever device you're listening to, not watching on YouTube, I just shared a document of what I would have as Certified Lover Boy. So for my version of Certified Lover Boy, I'd have number 1, Champagne Poetry, because I think that is a good intro. Drake was in his intro bag once again. 2, Love All featuring Jay-Z. I think that would be a great way to kind of like go into this album after Champagne Poetry with Jay-Z. And then 3, you got Way Too Sexy featuring Young Thug and Future. 4, Race My Mind. 5, TSU. 6, Pipe Down. 7, In Too Deep featuring Future. 8, You Only Live Twice featuring Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. 9, Yebba's Heartbreak. 10, 7 a.m. on Brittle Path. And 11, The Remorse. So you're keeping the intro and the outro. But I think 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, what he's talking about, would work very well as that one of the last songs. Going to the last song, what he's talking about and everything. So, yeah, that's my version. I think this would make this a way better album because there's no filler. You're just getting good song after good song. Like I said, there's some great songs, even though I kind of said Way Too Sexy is a great song already, but it is a great song in its own way. But it's not like something that sticks with you or anything like that. It's just catchy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my opinion on Certified Lover Boy. We are only when I'm recording this episode, we are exactly 1 week away from week 1 of the NFL season, and actually only about 4 days away from the NFL season starting. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's here. I can't believe it's finally here, the best time of the year. The MLB postseason is starting soon. It's going to get really exciting in the world of sports very soon, and I can't wait. Believe it or not, I haven't changed my Super Bowl prediction. Packers Bills, I'm rocking with it. I'm so sorry. Jeez. Yeah, Packers Bills, I'm rocking with it. I'm definitely going to be wrong, but I'm sticking with it. I never said that if that's actually what happens. If it's Packers Bills, you heard it here first. Nobody else said it. Nobody else said anything. Okay. I said it. Packers Bills. That's the Super Bowl. Bills Chiefs AFC Championship game. Packers Bucks NFC Championship game. Now I'm very excited. I'm actually going to a Bills Chiefs game. The Bills are playing in Kansas City on a Sunday night game. Memorial Day weekend, I believe. I'm not really sure the whole details. And then I'm going to a Steelers-Titans game in December. Very excited for both of those. I'm so happy that fans are allowed. I'll wear my mask. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll be there for both of those. I can't wait. I'm very excited. The Steelers also, for some reason, can't get a deal with TJ Watt done. Get it done, please. I don't know when I think it will. Because here's another thing I see Steelers fans complain about all the time. They just keep complaining, keep nagging and nagging. Do you not trust Kevin Colbert to make it happen? Because I do. He's made it happen. The Steelers will keep great players, and they'll keep great defensive players, especially. TJ Watt is more special than James Harrison. We're not going to have that situation again, because obviously they kept TJ Watt over James Harrison. They knew it. I'd like TJ Watt to have a great year, and I'm happy to hear he's going to be reporting to practice tomorrow, which is a Monday, to prepare for this game against the Bills, because it is going to be a tough game. TJ is going to have a great game. That defense is going to have some great plays for us to win. I'm still rocking with the Bills, -6.5, I believe. I think that's a great bet. I really do. Because my thing is, I think it'll be close. And then about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Bills will just run away with it and win easily by more than 6 points. That's my thought. Now let me be honest. I'm trying not to be biased here. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope if you hear that and you put money on the Bills, you lose it. I don't bet against my teams and I don't bet for them because then I just get more mad, like whatever happens. So I won't be doing that. But if you do that and the Bills lose it, I'm going to be very happy. I won't be happy if they lose by 6 because then I'll feel kind of like an asshole. But if the Steelers win, I will be very happy you lost your money. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Not trying to be mean. Not trying to sound like that. Not trying to be biased. I'm just saying. But I do think the Bills minus 6.5 is a great bet. Wink, wink. But that's what I think. But I think the best bet of the week is that Bucks minus 7.5, I believe, against the Cowboys. I think the Bucks are just going to be ready to roll. And I don't think the Cowboys are going to be prepared for that storm. Dak's first game back is against that defense. I really don't like that for them. I really don't. If I had to give you some predictions for the NFL season off the top of my head, let's just say division winners. AFC North, let's go Ravens. AFC East, I'm going to say the Bills, obviously. I almost said the Dolphins. Not gonna lie, the Dolphins were in my head. I'm like, oh, the Dolphins, yeah. Completely forgot about the Bills. So Ravens, Bills, Chiefs for the AFC West. AFC South, I like the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Titans, I like this saying, the Titans are just collecting football cards. When you collect too many football cards, maybe it doesn't match, okay? I like to say that saying in sports, in other sports like hockey, that team's just collecting hockey cards. CC, the San Jose Sharks, when they got Erik Karlsson, you just collecting hockey cards. It's not – when you make a great signing like that, I told my friends I didn't think the Titans are going to be like that scary. I'm not saying they're not going to be good or anything. I'm not saying they're not going to be like over 500. I'm just saying they're not going to be like these world beaters all of a sudden. Like they are just going to all of a sudden be this great team because they got Julio Jones. No. And I think teams are starting to figure out Tannehill more. I think Tannehill is a limited quarterback. And I think eventually that will catch on even more. And I think teams will be a lot more prepared for him. Derrick Henry's an unstoppable monster. So if he has a great season, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. And they have a lot of problems on that defense. Secondary is rough. It is. They play a Mahomes or an Allen, it's over. They can't compete with those teams. They can't. Lamar Jackson ran all over him in that wild card game last year, if you guys forgot. So we have Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Colts. 4 division winners. I think the Colts just work. What has Frank Reich shown you that they're not going to be a good team? They were a good team with Phillip Rivers last year who couldn't throw the ball over 40 yards. Okay? Not trying to sound mean about Phillip Rivers' arm. He's a great quarterback, but he couldn't throw the ball deep at all. He just managed the game. Let's go to the NFC. Packers for the North. Bucks for the South. Cowboys for the East. And the West is tough. The West is the best division in football. All 4 of those teams could be playoff teams. It is possible, right? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it is possible. That's not going to happen, obviously. But the Cardinals are just going to keep getting better with Kyler and Cliff. The Rams should have a good year. I was telling you guys in the last episode, I'm not really buying the Matt Stafford thing. I'm going to have to buy into that. He's going to have to prove me wrong. But they're not going to be a bad team because, like I said, he's a slight upgrade over Jared Goff. And the Rams made the divisional round last year. So that's what I'm saying. They could still win that division easily. I'm never going to count out Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, ever. And the 49ers are coming back pissed. They got everybody back. Everyone. Not everyone. Forgot about Richard Sherman. My apologies. Not everyone. But they're going to be as healthy as they can be. Shanahan's a great coach. Jimmy G will manage a game for you. He'll win the game. George Kittle, playmaker. That defense is going to force a lot of turnovers, and they're going to make some big plays. So watch out for the 49ers. And if I had to guess, I'm just going to pick the Seahawks. Safe bet, lame bet. Sorry, but how can you not trust Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll to make that happen? We have a tough schedule this year, however, but I think they'll make it happen. Let's go wildcard teams. 5, 6, 7. Say Browns, Steelers, Titans. Off the top of my head, Chargers just miss out. Dolphins just miss out. 3 AFC North teams again. I think it happens again. Let's go to the NFC here. I'm going to say Rams, Niners. So you got 3 NFC West teams and 3 AFC North teams in the playoffs for me. 6 teams total. And let's see. I think the Bears get it. I think the Bears get that spot. I think they get tired of Andy quick, and Fields comes in and just gives them the ultimate confidence boost to get it done. And I got a lot of Bears fans that complain about Mitch Nagy. They haven't had a losing season with him. They've made the playoffs twice out of the 3 years he's been there. So I think the Bears will get it done, and the Bears will make the postseason. I could be completely wrong about that. I could easily, but I think they make it. I do. I don't think the NFC is as stacked, like at all. They got the heavyweights, right? They got the Packers and the Bucks and the Seahawks and the Rams, those teams. The rest, it's really up in the air, honestly. It really is. Unless I'm forgetting somebody obvious, but I'm not. I don't think. Oh, the Lions? Just kidding. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think the Saints will be that great. Panthers, no. Falcons, no. Vikings, absolutely not. Who's in that? Oh, yeah. The NFC least. Could the Washington football team make it? Could the Eagles make it? I don't think so. I don't think any of those teams are better than the Bears. The Washington football team's got a better defense than the Bears. But I understand the love for Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think he's hilarious. I think he's a cool guy. He's not good enough. I was kind of sad when they made that decision at quarterback because they are a playmaker away at that position from being one of the heavyweights, in my opinion. Rivera is a great coach, and Chase Young is he's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saying it right here. He's gonna be one of the best defensive players of the 20s, maybe the best. And he's going to be just a great player for a long time. So I'm excited to see that for them. Maybe they kind of use this as like a moving year, transition year. They have Fitzpatrick. Maybe it doesn't go so well, then they draft somebody. I hope so. I think that fan base deserves a good player at that position. They really haven't had one in a very, very, very long time. So, yeah, I think Washington could be there, just not yet. So I'm going to say Bears, Rams, Niners for the NFC wildcard teams, and then the AFC Steelers, Titans, Browns. See, I was talking crap about the Titans, but I still think they're good enough to make the playoffs. I just don't think they're on the level of the Chiefs and Bills, and I don't think I'm wrong saying that, honestly. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching and listening. It's always such a joy to hear like feedback from anyone saying anything about it. Honestly, it really means a lot to me. So I really appreciate it. And I thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your night whenever you're watching or listening. And I really appreciate it. Hope you tune in to the next week. Hope you watch some other episodes, listen to some other episodes. And I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.